Hello, traders. John at StockBookie.com. Today is our live session for 12/19/2018. We got the Fed announcement, and we are tanking. Let's see here, guys. Just trying to get, yeah, it's a crazy-ass market right now. We're trying to buy some calls, getting a little bit of hit. If you're members with StockBookie.com, we're trying to buy calls here off of support. We went at 253. We first hit them here, got a good profit, came back down. Started buying at 254, 253, and they're dumping it in our face now. I'm going to try to find the next support areas on the weekly. 250 will be the next area. Yeah, guys, we're starting to break down. It's going to be 248.11 here, guys. Let's see, 250, 248.11. If you are in those calls and you can't handle the pain, please exit. Please exit. Warning, Will Robinson. Warning. Holy cow, guys, what a dump. We are getting some volume here, 126 million. Not that great, but we are starting to crack through these main pivots here from the last retrace, guys. This is getting ugly. Uncle Jerome better get some good lip service out there, or these markets are not going to the bounce. That's it. So if you are in the short positions, please look at those and start covering them. If they are in the money, we did get out of our call positions this morning, or right after. Well, the Amazon and the Apples we got out of for small gains. The IWM, the Qs, and the SPY, we took some losses on that, but I'm okay with that. They were light positions, guys. Got to go small when you got markets like this, or don't do anything at all. So 250 will be the next number. 1, 2, 3 bars down. This could be the next bounce area, guys. If you did not buy the SPY calls right here, you could probably get into some, gosh. We were in the 255 calls. Right now, they are at 62 cents. If you want to take a stab at these markets, it's really at 250. If you want to buy some calls in the SPY, man, we went through this area. We went through all the good support areas like a hot knife through butter, guys. So be very, very careful with these markets right now. Everything is dumping. Holy cow. So if you're in any shorts, guys, start looking at those. We're only in, we're probably got about 30 positions open right now. So if you have any that are in the money that you have not covered, please start getting out of those positions. All right, guys, 250 even number. Man, if we go through this, it's going to start getting ugly, guys. Damn. Looking at this now, we should have bought puts right here. Almost did it. We started buying calls right here at support, and look at that, right through it. Guys, don't do anything at this point. If you're short, kick ass. Keep covering those puts, or cover those short share positions if they're in the money. If they're not, still hold those. We're still in holding a couple of them. But man, what an ass kicking right now, guys. Damn. Yeah, 250. That's ugly. Ugly. If you're in those calls, guys, the 255s. Oh, God. Cut them if you have to. I took small positions. I don't care. I'm putting some risk out on these markets, guys. I'm surprised we blasted through this 253, though, guys. Right to 250. Unbelievable. Guys, if you want to try to step up on some 250 calls, let's see here. That expire on Friday. Still a little bit of juice on these. Still a risky trade. Right now, they're at they're popping off at 224, 232. If you want to take 250 calls on the SPY December 21st, take them here, guys. Going off at 221. 250 even number. I mean, we're counting on that support. If that does not hold, it will continue to get pounded. I looked down, just held a short position. Been some really good days. Thanks for the trades, Bookie. Yeah. Hold those shorts, or start covering them, guys. We are at the next support area. All right, guys, if you got in those options at 212, 215, these options are at 224 right now. I did not. I'm holding on for dear life on the 255s. Again, I tell my members, small positions in markets like this. We are getting lip service. He raised the rates. The government shutdown's coming up. I'm so happy that the donkey is losing his hash. Yeah, oh, he's getting killed, guys. Killed. Thank God we sold those calls right before the or at least the Amazon and the Apple calls. I got to a point, guys, it was like, you know what, I'm not taking a loss on all those 9 positions. So we took 9 call positions a couple days ago. We got out of 6 of them. The IWM, SPY, and the Qs we lost on. But about 50% on those. and they were small positions. So, all right, guys, if you're in these calls at the 250, December 21st, they're popping off at around 215 right now. They're pushing 250. Oh, he's getting killed right now. I don't know if he's in the room, but he'll be in here eventually. All right, guys, we're bouncing here, bouncing here. Keep an eye on those calls. They were about 220, 215. They're at 262 now. And don't get cute with these markets, guys. We took a call position here. We got some small gains. It came right back in. We started doing it again. We're getting killed on the 255s. If you took the 250, if you came to the live room right now they're popping off at 260. Entry price was right around 220. So small gains right now, 270 they're going off at. So if you're in these, just start trimming them. If you took a couple options, start trimming them off, guys. For all I know, we go right back down. I'm still in the 255s right now, so keep an eye on those. Right now, we're at 280. 284 they're popping off now. If you got in around that 215, 220, my account's still up huge after. Thank you. Yeah, oh, God, look at this. I wish we were short with puts, guys. Unbelievable. The only time we go calls because we're trying to get a counter trend bounce. Guys, these options are going off at 284 now. If you're in from 220, please protect the trade. Please take something off the table. They're at 285 now. They're coming back in, though, a little bit, guys. If you took those other calls at the 255 price, guys, they're clicking off at 63 cents right now, so hold on to those. We're coming back in. We get a break even on the 255s, guys, we'll just get the hell out. 250 calls, those are popping off at 280, 270 now, 282. Please protect that trade. 250 is really the only support down here. And if I took the 250s, I'd just get the hell out at this point, guys. Let's go to the weekly chart. I got to go back to the weekly to see what else is coming up, guys. If we take the pivot low with the retrace right here off that pivot, yeah, we're in a pretty good level right here, 250. This has got to hold. If this doesn't hold, guys, next little pivot, well, actually, we have a gap fill around 246.83. Let's see if we can hold this, though. All right, guys, those 250s, if you came into the room, you took this one up on, it's at 277. These things are clicking off at. We're trying to get a bounce here. So it's really, here's your line in the sand, guys. You're going to get 248.11. Then you have a gap fill right here at 246.69. If this doesn't hold this 250 area, we are going lower, guys. Man, unbelievable. So far, we're holding at 250. This candle comes right in on the 10-minute. We got to get out. So, you guys, if you took the 250s, came into the room, please sell some of these. We're coming right back down, guys. Holy cow! Yeah, we caught this small bounce on a call position. It came right back on us. We sold right here. We just got out. And then it came down. We're trying to get cute, trying to catch bounces, and they're just flushing it on us. These 250 calls, guys, are at 250 now. Please protect. If this 250 area cracks, here's your next areas, 248.11, 246.69. And at that point, guys, I don't even know if I'm going to step up anymore. It's got to hold this 250. If 250 doesn't hold up, because now they're spewing out the government shutdown news. Isn't that funny, guys? Right before the Fed announcement, they're like, well, hey, let's shift gears and talk about the government shutdown now. They're already causing enough stress about the Fed raising the rates. Then right before the announcement, they're like, well, let's talk about the government shutdown now. It's like, oh my gosh, really to stir things up, guys. It was like, what in the world? Oh, my gosh. Yeah, the donk. Hey, all those positions going. So we're out of all the call positions that we took a week ago or whatever, 4 days ago. The ones we lost on were the IWM SPY Qs, which sucks. We couldn't even get a counter trend bounce, guys. That's how weak these markets are. And now they're dumping hard. So 250 is the key area right here, guys. I'm going to open up. Let's look at the IWM. Keep an eye on these calls, guys. 272 they're at right now. If you got in around that 220 area, that's what you're looking at. So I got some areas on the IWM at 133.84. Like, oh, you know what? Are we hitting that? Holy crap, guys. We're hitting this right here. Oh, my gosh. Oh, breathe, breathe, breathe. Man, this was my area right here, but man, the markets are selling, guys. Holy cow! If you remember, look at bots. Give me a second, guys. Look at these. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. I love this. I love trading and talking, guys. Gosh. Let's do this. Where are we here? 134. Man, oh man. I'm going to go a little further just in case. Oh my gosh, look at these. What a scam. All right, we're going to have to do this then. Oh my gosh, unbelievable. Give me a second, guys. All right, those 150 calls now, guys, are at $3, 3 at 19. They're clicking off at. Please protect that trade. All right, guys, but what the hell are these? Got to give it a shot, guys. All right, so let's go back to the spies. Oh my gosh, what a day! What a day! And there's options expiring today. So the 250s, guys, where are they now? They're at 330. So if you got those calls, please protect. Please protect. We're getting a pretty good bounce. All right, if I could start doing this, wow. All right, 250. That's. Give me a second, guys. All right, they're clicking off at 320, 315. So if you got those calls, please protect. 345. All right. Man, the IWM hit key area, guys. This could bounce here. So let's see if we could get a bounce on these. If you're in the SPY calls, please protect. They're going off at 340 now. 340. Come on. And don't get cute. If you want to take the profit, the 255s are at 92 now. Gosh, what a day. Woohoo. Come on, let's get this bounce. Let's get this going. If you had some shorts, please cover those if they're in the money. I'm holding all my shorts with shares especially. But wow, look at that goose, guys, going down still. So we got to look at that key area in the IWM. I should have went a little bit closer on the JANs, on the IWM calls, but that's okay. We should, if this bounces, guys, we should get a multi-day bounce going into the new year. But we're going to see. All right, 250. All right. The 255s are clicking off at 91, 89. If you got into the 250s, he's going off at 332 now, guys. Please protect. For all I know, we come right back down and get murdered. All right, guys. Surely I cannot look at anything right now. We got some trades going on. Sorry, guys, if I'm missing anything. Yeah, it is insane, guys. Yeah, the FedEx call. Yeah, going to zero. That sucks. I know we didn't even get a chance with those. Relax, please. Do nothing now. Yeah, no, I'm all right, Alex. Hi, everybody. Surely we're gonna have to hold on with looking at charts. Sorry. Right now we're in some trades with the 255. If you got these in at 220, these the 250 calls on the SPY, protect these. For all I know, we come right back down. This is a bounce area, guys. We might get a short-lived bounce and right back down. No, okay, got your money. yeah, you know. So yeah, just slow down here right now. I can't. I got some trades out there, guys, and I got to really get. So we're in some good area on the IWM. Doesn't mean it's going to bounce, but hey, that's the area. It's technically you got to step up. Got a lot of lip service going on right now. Fed news, government shutdown, everything else. If you are taking small position, or if you're taking anything on the long side, guys, small positions right now. Okay. Yeah, Brian, those are spec plays, those FedEx calls and the MU calls. That's why you take one contract, and if you can't handle a $200 loss or a $300, then you can't take any of those trades. They're 50-50 shots like the casino. And it sucks. We were hitting those pretty good, though. All right. So yeah, if anyone's in these puts though, or any puts that you had on, protect those as well. Because I mean, we could get a bounce here. All right, these options are at 273, 270 clicking off right now. So be careful with the 250s, the 255s. We still got a couple days on these guys that they're looking like they're going possibly to zero. So again, guys, these are trades you got to take, knowing that they're just high risk trades. If you can't handle any losses, do not take these. We're going against the grain again with buying calls. We should have had puts. I almost did puts right here, and it's just like, gosh, they usually just push it up and squeeze everybody. But this is the next area, guys, 250. So I took a few contracts after earnings, got them this morning. No luck. Yeah, FedEx is just a weak turd. I'm going to trade with that one, guys. 171 is my average price right in that area, and just it's going down. I have a decent sized position in that one with about a $15, $16 stop. So I'm okay with that one. It's a good area for a bounce still, but with the markets dumping, anything you're going long in right now is just a tough trade, guys. All right, guys, the 255s are getting murdered right now, so just be careful with those. The 255s, the 250s are still pumping off at around 250, 256. So again, if you're, I know, 9 days in a row, it is insane, completely insane. But that's how these markets are. They got all news. When time's up, guys. Unfortunately, we're trying to get those retraces to buy more puts and short more names with shares, and we're just not getting it. But again, guys who taught me how to trade, when time's up, it's up. That's it. Everything's going lower. It doesn't matter what it is. And everything's going lower right now, guy. Hey, Burlington Coat Factory still green though. See what I was looking at here when we were going up here and starting to fall. I was looking at names that were still positive that might come in, and it was by the time I started looking, it was just too late. I should have pumped in some trades on my own, but it's hard to type, hard to do this. Live's a little bit easier telling people what to do, but my gosh, guys, unbelievable. This thing's just tanking right now. But again, we're holding this 250 area, so we're going to see what we can get. Man, again, remember, every uptick they're dumping. And we're lucky we got these calls and got the hell out. So I think we flush here, and it will be a big rip for a week. Yeah, I don't know. At this point, it's all news, guys. And then the government shutdown, lip service from the Fed. At this point, I don't think anybody cares, especially the big money players. But, again, they're going to stick out everybody. Buffett special, look out for that. Man, look at this, guys. All right, if you're in those 250 calls, guys, at this point, just protect them. You should be in around 220, 230 area, maybe even a little bit lower if you got lucky enough to get those. They're pumping off at 266 now. So got a couple days on these. So if you want to hold those, you're good. My gosh. If we start cracking below here and we close below this on a 10-minute basis, we're going to have to exit, guys. Like I said, the next two areas are 248.11 and then 246.69 if we get there. And then 245 even number. I mean, honestly, we could flush, guys. I don't know. We got some pretty good volume coming in, 154 million. We are in a confirming downtrend. Still all news, guys. I mean, everyone's trying to go short down here, so maybe they pump a short squeeze in our face and rip these right back to positive. You just don't know right now with the Fed news. Again, if you can't handle pain, guys, you just sit out in this session. Okay, if you can't handle risk, don't take trades right now. If you're in some money on some puts or some short shares, take something off the table. For all we know, by the end of the day, in 40 minutes from now, we're back to positive and they're ripping heads off on some, China trade news or something. Who knows? My gosh, guys. What a hammer job, though. I'm still in a lot of shorts, guys. Still holding them. If we start ripping lower, then we're going to look at taking more off. Look at this, guys. Protect that trade, guys. Don't even mess around. They were popping off at 310, so you should be getting out of these. You know what? I'm holding the other ones, the 255s. I took small positions, willing to take on some more risk. We still have 2 days left in these with these options. Who knows? At this point, we're in good support. The IWM's in some good support. Let's look at the Qs. See what we can find on the Qs. Let's see, where's the next area? Yeah, see, you're starting to fill. Yeah, see, you're right there too on the Qs. Good support there, but you have one more pivot down here at 150. So you got 154 is a good area on the Qs, and then the next area is at 150 as well. My gosh, this is some nasty stuff, guys. Apple's coming. Look at Apple. Amazon's getting crushed. Gosh, should have held all our puts. After the fact, though, it's always easier, guys. All right, guys, those options are clicking off at 263, the 250s. 255s are getting murdered. Well, 60 cents. It went back up to 91. I don't know if we're going to get anything, though, guys. Damn. See what happens when you get cute in these markets? But you know what? Know your risk. Know that the markets are dumping. And, you know, do what you're willing to, you know, trade what you're willing to risk. If you're not willing to risk anything, guys, then you just can't trade in these markets. Even this one here, too, guys, the DIA is even holding this double bottom here. God, if that cracks, guys, it's going to really start getting ugly. They almost have to hold it here. This is some key areas, guys. They don't want to go into the holiday and tonight going, you know, all the technicians going, we're in key areas. This is a disaster. They got to get these things going. Holy cow. If they don't, then that tells me the markets are just crap. All right, guys, these options went back off at 280, the 250s. So they're you know, popping off here and there. They're not bad. All right, Qs, how long will it Q, how low will it go, do you think, over time? Hard to say. The DIA, I mean, we could go to 206. I'm looking at the 200 moving average on a lot of these on the weekly chart, guys. IWM just hit that today. But if the IWM keeps leading these markets down, it's going to get really, really ugly. AMD getting smoked. Yeah, everything's getting smoked, guys. Just like I said, just do nothing at this point. I'm trying to get cute here, trying to go long. You know, we are in a good support. All right, guys, those options are popping off at 320 now, the 250s. So if you're in those, you know, please take some profit. Please. The 255s, guys. If you remember, you got into those as well. Those are popping off at 97 now. We're a little bit underwater on those, but again, small positions. Wow, look at Apple, guys, 160. Tesla, 332. Oh, my gosh. Google went negative. Amazon back to 1,500. BA getting hammered. Donkey getting hammered. Oh, man, unbelievable. We're getting hammered in these calls. But, again, we know what to do here. If you can't handle the loss, you don't take the position, period. All right, guys, I got to look at some of my shorts here. I got to get a good grasp on this. Unbelievable, though. Unbelievable. This is crazy. We're starting to get a bounce. So, again, I'm in short share positions, guys. So, those I was holding on a little bit more just in case we get a flush. You know, we started covering a lot of this stuff, and it's just like, one after another. So, man. But, man, there's still some of these stocks, though, that just won't go down. It's crazy. All right, guys, we're getting a little bit better bounce. Let's keep an eye on these. KO 47. Gosh, just won't come down. Man, some of these just won't do it. It's incredible. Even in a freaking wash down. Starbucks, MRK. Man, we're Starbucks today. Even Starbucks just won't even. We're trying to bounce, though. These options, 80 cents are the 255s now, guys. 301 are the 250s. So it's trying, it's holding. But if gosh, they're going to close it right here, maybe into the close. That would be insane. That will make people think about their positions. Yeah, AZO finally, right? Finally. I don't know. Yeah, right, Slippa? You know, next thing you know, we're rallying. I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of people are trying to go short now. So maybe we do get that squeeze. GE holding, MCD holding. Yeah, MCD, all these. Well, now everyone's buying the MCDs and stuff, so you got to be careful. Looking at, yeah, on Apple, gosh, you just got to hold off, guys. I mean, Apple, let's see. Yeah, I mean, we're right here, next big area, guys, right here. So we're in the support on Apple, but honestly, 141 and then this 150 area. Gosh, if this breaks this area, oh my gosh, we're in trouble, guys. 1,500 on Amazon, that's a big area. God, everything's into pretty good support. So if we start to sell, then this market's going to be ugly. Wow. And then the volume's pretty heavy, guys. That's the other thing too. Hard to come in and do something when everything's dumping out. Let's look at the SPY again. Those options are going off at 299, guys. The 350. So again, protect those, please. Other ones are going off at 81. So we're getting a little bit kicked at that one. We have 2 days. So if we do get that big bounce tomorrow, we'll be all right. But look at the action in this, though, guys. We got the bulls and the bears fighting now. Every time we click up, they're coming in and selling. Every time we click up, they come in and sell again. My gosh. And now people have no clue. They're just like, oh, my gosh, now what do we do? And just think, everyone's trying to buy these dips on the SPY, as this thing's tanking. That's why we took those SPY calls earlier. Boom, in and out, guys. Thank God. Those would have been, actually, we would have been, it was the same one. We would have been getting killed. At least we made money on the first SPY one, so it makes up for this loss a little tiny bit. That makes you feel better, guys. So, all right, guys. So we're into support. I do like the IWM ones. I went out a little bit further on that. If we get a little bit of profit on those, if we get a bounce maybe through next week, maybe. Who knows? Yeah. Excuse me. Who knows at this point? But, man, Apple's into good support. Facebook grinding lower. FedEx grinding lower. Tesla's trying, though. BA's down. Man. So we got OSTK positive, Oracle positive, Children's Place even positive. Race, which is Ferrari, up $2. That's another one. I can hear what's his face? Centelli. I got it in the background. I can hear him talking right now. He knows what time it is. But 250, if this doesn't hold, guys, you're going to just have to exit these calls. Yeah, IWM almost at the blows again, guys. We're at great support at the IWM, but you got to think it's the weekly chart time frame. So we can flush through that a little bit more. We have to wait for the weekly close on the IWM. If it closes below that area or well below that area, then you better, you got to be very, very careful, especially trying to go long. Yeah, we're coming right back in, guys. Jeez. Everyone guessing like the donkey. No, actually, Robert, he had a couple good trades this year. You guys saw those. He had like maybe 5 or 6, and then he went total disaster again. Well, I told him today, I said, all right, we'll compare our lists. I got my 2018 position sheet, that I have on my website. We'll just take that sheet, and we'll take your winners and losers, and we'll compare. We'll compare the year, and then we'll see. He always wants to have a contest with me. It's like, yeah, the contest is 2018, bud. Let's see at the end of 2018 how we did. Yeah, this scalping, guys, gosh, these are just tough. Trying to scalp this market, unbelievable. But we'll see. 263, those are going off the 250 calls right now. 65 cents are the other ones right now. Yeah, he calls me the chicken. I know, you know what? It's not a contest to me, this stuff. This is real life. This is real money. I got my money in these calls, and I'm losing, and it sucks. But, I'm willing to take on some risk. And that's how you got to play these markets, guys. If you've been with me for 6 months or so and you're making good money, then you could put on a little more risk. But, if you got a small account, $5,000, $10,000, these trades that I'm doing now going against the grain, they are tough. They will wipe you out real quick if you hit them wrong. I mean, look at Facebook today. I didn't want to take any calls with that one, but we got in shares. We lost money on that one, got in, got out. It hit our, the one thing that was positive about that Facebook trade, guys, the next level at that 133.50, it bounced there. That was the level. We took it a little bit too early. So those are the lessons as a trader you got to, you got to see. This Facebook, guys, we tried going long here. Where was it? 137. So we had 137. we had gap fill. We had a low pivot around 136.79, and then the next area would have been the 133.50 area, and it went right to it, and that's where we got the bounce. So we entered this one a little bit early, kicked our ass. I just stopped out. It actually went right back to where we entered. Would have made a break even, but at that point, if this area didn't hold, it was going to 132.05, and there was another gap fill, and then possibly even 131. So at that point, I took shares instead of calls because it was just, you can handle it a little better, especially when you go maybe options, expiration. It is options X too, guys. The real Shark Week this week. I was thinking about that today. I was like, man, it's even options X, which is even crazier. So we're holding, guys. The 255 calls are at 70 cents. The 250s are at, where are they at? 280 now. So they're holding. Facebook, after your tweet, I sold December 21, 130 puts for $1. Okay. Took IWM calls. I'm counting on you, bookie. yeah, right. Don't come and get me, Slipper. But you see what we're doing, though, bud. That's why I went out a little bit further on these, just in case if we get a little more pain. But we were into the big area right here. If the IWM bounces here, guys, this will lead the markets higher. Okay? And let's actually take these off. And let me look at this consolidation before the breakout. Okay? And then we're right back to the area, 100% retrace, guys. So now let's take a retrace. Let's take a retrace off the next pivot. We could go lower, guys. Here's your next big area. I mean, this is a great area for support right here, guys. Huge, huge, huge with a capital U. But you still have a gap fill down here. The 750 retrace, but with all this consolidation right in here is huge support. Oh yeah, I got you. IW looks promising. Yeah, and you also got 3 bars down on the weekly. We'll have to see where the weekly closes. We might have to add a little bit on these if we get to 130, but we'll see what happens, guys. Those 350 options now, the calls are at 310, $3, guys. Protect those, please. You called the IW retrace and one of their members. Yeah, well, I mean, look at this. You got this. You got the death cross is pushing it down. For all I know, guys, we flush and we go to this gap fill here at 114, honestly. We'll be looking for areas to buy. At this point, it sucks because we're missing these down moves. We couldn't get one more freaking retrace, guys. And that's part, if we would have took the trades, guys, on this short-term reach, I mean, how can you buy puts right here? Yeah, I wanted at least to get up into this area, and it just didn't happen. And look at that sell-off, guys. These puts would be killing it. And then the Fed news and everything else coming up. I just couldn't put the trade out there, guys. I had to wait for a bigger retrace. And so what can you do? But we're still in, like I said, we're still in some shorts. Just got to look at that way. I mean, even the Goldman Sachs guys, we bought calls in that. It hit that area, had a 2-day bounce and right back down. This is another huge area on Goldman. That tells you how weak these markets are, guys. I mean, if this cracks on Goldman, this is a huge area of support, guys. It is the 4th hit, though. That's the only wild card. But you're looking at down here at 158 and then, honestly, 140 for Goldman. We'll get areas. We'll go long again, guys. Yeah, well, it was a nice retrace, though, Brian. I mean, for IWM. But look at this. I mean, we're just cracking through areas like they mean nothing right now. So that's why, guys, just let these markets do its thing. All right, guys, those calls in the 250 SPYs are at 280 now, so they're holding. Look at that. I mean, look at this, though, guys. I mean, even, all right, let's take this one here. Let's go to the bigger pivot down in this area. Let's see. See, we're at the 50 retrace as well. So this is a great area, guys. But next one's 124, 113, and then possibly lower. I mean, look at this. We should have never had this rally, guys. Never. That's why please give us a retrace so we can reshort. I just don't know if they're going to give it to us, guys. That will really suck. I'll be really disappointed in that. But as a trader, guys, I got to get a bigger retrace before we start shorting again. It's always easy after the fact to see this and the dump. But we're holding that 250 area as strong as we can, guys. But, man, it's ugly. We're having a battle here. Bulls and bears, guys. Every uptick, they're dumping. Every uptick, they're dumping. You'll get to a point, how many shorts are in here and how much could they squeeze if it does? But, selling pressure is coming in. 170 million, confirming downtrend. Oh, man. Holy cow. But that's all right, guys. What are you going to do? I'm going against the grain right now. And not now. Now we'll be looking for bounce areas, unfortunately, and then selling into the retraces. I mean, we're holding this. We're holding for everything they got. Gonna start throwing. They got to bring Buffett out. How come you're able to trade after hours? I thought once markets are. You could do after hours trading. Only shares though, no options. But yeah, you could do after hours with shares. The only one that trades after hours at the IWM, the Qs, the DIA, and the SPY, they trade after hours for 15 minutes on options. But for shares, yeah, for shares you can do shares after hours. I can do shares all the way up until I think it's 4 hours after the close. Yeah, if you whatever broker you're using, just give them a call and ask them if you could trade after hours. No options though. No options. Other than the indexes, you'll get them for 15 minutes, I believe, that goes. All right, guys, I'm just sitting on my hands right now trying to get a feel for these markets, watching Apple, watching Amazon, seeing what they're doing, seeing if BA can hold. Tesla's back at the lows. So is the IWM. IWM, gosh, remember, guys, it's the weekly 200 MA. It's not like a 10-minute 200 MA where it hits it and you get a bounce. It can hit the weekly, and we could flush out the next couple of days. We got to see what the weekly close brings on these charts. Remember what we're doing. If you remember, I say that over and over. This intraday action, daily action, it's hard to trade off of. But we'll see what we get here. Damn. I hope you guys sold the Amazon and Apple calls. Those are just getting hammered right now. Those are going to zero. I mean, I got out of them for small gains. Right before the Fed came out, I was like, you know what? I'm taking it. Amazon popped up a little bit. The Apple, we got out of, a little bit of dignity. We sold half of Apple though, so that one was a little bit okay with. But look at this, guys. Here we go again. We're dumping again. Holy crap! If you are long in these markets, guys, just be careful. We're coming into some pretty good support areas, and we're just sliding some more. Crap! Look at the volume. We're in a confirming downtrend as well. Just let them go. Let the markets go. Shit. Our FedEx is getting hammered, guys. I got about a $15 stop in that one, guys. It's a 10% loss. Put it that way. So right around 153. I'd even maybe go around about 153 or so. God, if it goes out, we just take the loss. Buying long right now, unbelievable. The guy who shorts all the time. Now we're in some shares short still, but my gosh. And if you are in some puts or anything, guys, protect those as well. We're coming into some pretty good support on all the indexes. Some of the major stocks like Apple coming into support as well. Amazon 1,500 even number, that's going to be support. IWM in good support. So, just news. And then, they'll be talking about the government shutdown next, and that will, everyone will be like, oh my gosh, just get me out of this market. So, my gosh, look at this. Transports are down 319, guys. Jeez. I might even cut FedEx and just say, hey, I gave it a shot. Crap. Unbelievable, guys. Day we buy calls. I mean, those are spec plays, but all right, FedEx, let's see here. This is another one just dropping like a rock, but I like the 3 bars. Yeah, 158, guys, next area. If that cracks, here was the other one here about 167, 68. Then you had the gap fill up here around 175. Great support in this area right here and just cracking through it. And that's all the major indexes are selling now. So You just got to say, you know what, guys, I'm done. That's it. Take the money and run. O'Reilly's coming in again. I gotta keep an eye on these shorts, guys. McDonald's, we're only down 1,000 points. McDonald's green. Keep buying those crap burgers. But eventually those high flyers, guys, those will start coming in. That's the thing. If markets continue to be weak, nothing's going to be safe at that point. They'll all start tanking. So that, man, oh man, though. They're trying to hold on to gains. I have CNBC in the background. I had to have it with Uncle Jerome coming out. I'm still just looking. Look at, man, Shop going down, Goose going down. Everything we had short, guys, just tanking right now, which is okay. I mean, at least we got the right position, had the right positions. Should have held Tesla. Should have held everything. I love it. We start covering shorts and we just keep tanking. Love it. Man, UPS getting hammered. Hey, VMware's up though. BMW, Verizon, that can't help itself. Even with a downgrade, still going up. It's like, oh my gosh, little bastard. Unbelievable. All right, we're starting to bounce a little tiny bit. Apple's starting to possibly catch some. Man, oh gosh. I can't. Got to sit on my hands, guys. I know we're into pretty good areas of to bounce, but man, there's so much news right now driving these markets. Uncle Jerome, you bad boy. Yeah, right? God. Where's Buffett? Yeah, Buffett and Becky, they'll be coming out. IWM might, yeah, right, Shirley? Oh my gosh, 124. I hope not. We got to get the retrace, guys, so we can short again. But, this is where they're going to probably sit there and chop it around. Guys, the 250 options, if you're in those 267 they're going off at, the 255s, 62 cents. Actually, they're at 74 cents right now. They're popping off at 62, though. Starting to catch a little tiny bid in these markets. Man. All right, let's see something here, guys. We're still into some good areas, though. Guys, I'm looking at Apple calls, guys. It's such a rigged game. Apple calls January. We're getting hammered here, and they're still $700. They're only down $3.35. So these guys want you to buy these things so you get friggin' hammered. Holy crap. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But yeah, honestly, though, we got some good support here, guys. We could actually bounce here. And if you're trying to go against the grain, guys, please go small positions. Please. All right, guys, I'm just looking at some stuff right now. My gosh. I do like that IWM, though, in that support, though. I really do. We're going to see if that holds. We're still going in. We still have Christmas, guys. All right, guys, if you remember, I just popped off another trade here. Don't load the boat on these guys. Do not load the boat. Please. Yeah, recession next year, guarantee. In my humble. Oh yeah, no, I hear you. I don't think Buffett will be coming out again. Rip, you gentleman. Don't think he can handle this one. Oh yeah, he's got 90 billion left to add to Apple. He'll keep adding to 100. His average price will be 110, and then he'll go back to 200 when the Fed comes out and does QE4. Yeah, oh yeah. We're not out of anything yet, but this market. If you guys follow me on the live streams, I always pull up the SPX. And this is actually it's a dollar sign. And and this is, look at that weekly 23.47's target, guys. We're starting to remember a weekly close right now. So the SPX has to close over to 25.33 by the end of the week to be safe. God, if we get that rally, these calls will be cranking, guys. I'm still holding the 255 calls. If you're in the 250 calls, you should have taken some profit on those guys. 250 December 21st calls. Okay, you should have some profit locked in on those right now, guys. Don't be messing around. They're popping off at $3. When I told you guys to trade them, they were roughly around 220, 230. So we're up a little bit on those, okay? StockBookie, what's up, brother? So, so keep an eye on those. All right, we're starting to catch a little bit of a bid right now. So these options are popping off at $3 right now, guys. 255s are around 80 cents as well. So those are coming back from the dead. Wow, guys, what a day! What a day! If you gosh, let's see here. I'm going through my shorts, guys. Just make sure I don't want to pull anything off. I still like my short positions, guys. I like where we're at with them. We covered half of them on a lot of trades, and then we're waiting for them. If we took half, we're waiting for another retrace back up, and we'll short them again. So we'll do something like that. Gosh, I still we're gonna see if we bounce though. This will be interesting here, guys. And if not, then hey, we'll take the loss on the SPY and move on to the next trade. Again, guys, I'm telling my members right now, small positions, don't load the boat. You see how the markets are, and if you have a smaller account, don't do anything at this point. Seriously, because they will take you out. They will take you out in everything. That's just the way it is. All right, guys, $2.99. Those options are popping off on. Just protect those, please. Apple's moving up. Apple had good support too, though, guys. IWM had good support. SPY's at 250 even number. It's not the best support, but it's something. I'd like the SPY a little bit lower, but I don't know if we'll get it. Look at the SPX though, guys. That's, man. We came down into this little pivot right here. When we stalled out, this is a weekly. Came in, then we popped up. Let's take a retrace on the SPX. Let's just see from this pivot. Yeah, so we got the 750 a little bit lower. Now let's go down to the next big pivot here, which is this guy down here at gap fill. So yeah, 50 retrace as well. So we do have pretty good support down here. So we'll see if we bounce. Wow. We're gonna hold on looking. We're in some positions here, bud. So right now we're just holding off on looking at anything. Guys, if you're in the 250s, they're popping off at 320 now. So if you got into that one at 220 or so, just take it. It's not. It's not a huge winner, but hey, 220 to 320, not bad. You might get a little more. Like I said, we're holding these areas, so we'll see what happens. In my case, it's not small position, but with discipline to stay course when markets go against me. Yeah, you got it. When Alex, when stuff's going against you, like the SPY trade today. We took the first one, we got out. The second one went against us. But now it's like, you know, when it just like FedEx too. All right, what's the next area of support on FedEx? You got to start looking at that. You know, maybe we buy a small call position in FedEx possibly, but we'll see. This market's got to settle down first before I really do start doing anything. The shorts are okay. The positions that we're in, I'm not too worried about those. But man, I mean, these markets are coming in big time. Pretty big, you know. And unfortunately, it's all on news. You know, but again, as a technician, guys, we got to look at these, you know, areas of support and say, hey, I know the markets are dumping, but you got to take a stab at some of these. You know, I at this point, I hope we get a nice retrace going up, and then, you know, we'll do it again. I mean, that's what we're kind of looking for at this point. Oh, man. Just looking through stuff, guys. Just looking at positions right now. Twilio's up a little bit. Unbelievable. Wow. But it's Twilio, right? All right, we're starting to get starting to grind a little bit. He's at the 255 or 250s are popping off at 318 now. Come on, Uncle Jerome. If everybody yells at the monitor, maybe we'll get lucky. Man, what a slap today, though. Man. And just think, guys, just think about the traders that are going all in right now. It's got to be the bottom. It's got to be the bottom. And it just keeps dumping. And then you get this today. It's like, oh, my gosh. At least we're taking small positions. So if we're taking some losses, they're not anything like you should. You know, these guys are taking. Holy cow. It's pretty incredible. But like I was telling you guys, you know, even in my nightly videos, when time's up, it's up, unfortunately. All right, guys, so we're trying to grind. Options are going off at 306 right now, so not doing bad. IWM's still trying to grind higher, so that's okay. Apple's trying to catch a bid. Amazon pulling back. I was not patient today. Went short Twilio at 88. Where's Twilio? Where's Twilio now? Yeah, you got to be patient with that one. You know, I think we talked about that. You got to wait for that one to retrace. Where's Twilio? Well, I was not patient today. Went short. Well, hey, Twilio at 88. You got a couple bucks on that one? Take it. Take it in these markets, guys. Got to remember, Alex, we could bounce here. So, man, that's some ugly-ass selling, though, guys. All right, let's go back to the SPY. SPX is 10-minute or 15-minute delay. Kind of like no skills charts. All right, guys, these options are popping off at 326. If you came to the room and lucky enough to get into these SPYs at 220, 210, 230 area, these are popping off at 326 right now. So we still got a lot of work to do, guys. You know, and now we're down sideways in a bearish pattern. We're a little bit stretched from the 20, so that could give us some a Christmas miracle. So let's see if we can continue bouncing. If we do, now Slippa, watch this. This is where we're going to go into this. So we know a Fibonacci level is right around 250. So 250 is the number. So right now, guys, now we're going to take a fib. Now we're going to go short-term trading here. We're going to take a fib right here from this high or that low to the high of the day. Right now we're into the 250 retrace. That's what's kind of holding it down. And we've been chopping around. Or every time we go up, we come back in. Go up, come back in. So right now, 251.87. I'd go with 252 as a little bit of resistance. We need to get above that before we start moving higher. IWM, what caused algos to go nuts? No, it's, you know, everyone thinks it's algos. It's algos. It's algos. It's called a complete sell-off from some big institutions, guys. Yeah, there's algos that drive some of these markets, but at this point, guys, they're unloading. And basically, the smart money was distributing months ago, guys, at the highs. You get the retrace back into the highs. They're slowly distributing, guys. These are all the panic sellers right now. Oh, my gosh, we're at 250. And that's why, you know, we're actually trying to step up and buy some calls down here. That's, you know, if these work, great. We'll look like champions. If they don't, we keep them small positions and we keep rolling. Yeah, Bobby. I mean, it could be some algos. But you get a lot of people. They're starting to panic sell. They don't know that we're into some support here on a couple of the indexes. Apple's in support. IWM's in support. The SPY, you got the 250 even number. Not the best in the world, but it's still the 250 even number. We're starting to get stretched from the 20 MAs on all time frames. So that's something to look out for too. But the big area, guys, we gotta get back above these low pivots here. Not so much today, by the end of the week. And let's see if we can continue to grind. All right, guys, if you're new to the room, let's punch up a symbol. We'll take a look at it, find support or resistance. If you're in some positions getting hammered, just let me know which way you're looking to go, and we'll take it from there. Markets are a little bit calmer, so I can start going through some stuff. If you're not a member at StockBookie.com, it's $30 a month. I'm going to have to pitch that. I'm trying to get more members on board. We're pushing about 100 and where are we at right now? We got 128 members now, and I'm looking to push more. More eyes on the market, the more trades we can find. Short on weekday. We were short weekday. You got to wait for a retrace. I'd like to see higher prices before we short. Right now, what we're doing on the AMD short, nice, bud. Good for you. Hey, if you're up that much, Bobby, pull it, man. Don't be waiting around. If we get a good bid from the support on the indexes, AMD could possibly go up. So nice. Yeah, don't mess around with that. Especially AMD. You know how the bulls are. They get all nuts. But weekday, nah. Now we're out of this one. We're hitting the 200 MA or the 20 MA. It's holding this line here. If yeah, I'd rather let it retrace again and short it again. That's what we're kind of looking for right now, guys. If you remember, we're looking for another. We're trying to get another retrace. Yeah, weekday, nothing to do here. We got to let these markets settle in and see what happens. Okay, put on a couple call positions today, small positions, and then we got to see what's going on. So. MD goes down 5% one day. Yeah, you're right, Mike, because that's what you end up getting. A little bit of shaking and baking, basically. All right, guys. If you're not, market's closed. Calls are still going to go off for about 15 minutes. They're at 280. If you don't want to if you can't handle any pain with the 250, you should be out of these completely. The 255s, I'm still in. Getting a little bit beat up here. That's it. I am not taking any earnings plays today, guys. that's it. All right, guys, markets are over. So if you want to look at some stuff, just punch it in. I'll stick around for another 15 minutes or so. So if you're looking at, yeah, look at Facebook. Slippa, look at Facebook. Unbelievable. Look at that. We could have, you get real cute with Facebook because shorted again today. We would have gotten some nice profits. But again, guys, we're going to see where these markets go tomorrow. This is pretty crazy. Will we catch a bid tomorrow from support? Maybe. Will we tank tomorrow? Possibly. So, again, if you're not a member, check out StockBookie.com. We got 75 people in here today. We had 80 people, guys. Yesterday, that's the most we had in here, other than that one day when we had that bot in here and we had like 1,000 people watching. But hey, guys, welcome to StockBookie. We do these live streams mostly every day or every other day for my private members or paid members, and for people just stopping by and checking out the situation, or just trying to get a handle on the markets, guys. It's $30 a month at StockBookie. Become a member today, right? We've been killing it all years. We have over 476 trades on the year, 79 losers right now. We have about 30 positions open and about 364 winners on the year, guys. We've been killing it. Last couple of weeks, we've been shorting the markets, reshorting, retracing. We bought some calls. We got out of most of them with some dignity. We sold the rest today for 50% losses. But I tell my members, guys, when we take these counter trade trades or counter trend trades going with calls right now, you got to go small. You can't load the house. So make sure you're taking small positions right now. If you can't handle any pain in these markets, don't take any positions at all, guys. That's why everyone is here. 30 bucks is cheap. No brainer. Yeah, thanks, man. You know, but again, we had some losses. It just sucks. You know, we couldn't get a pop today. But, you know, good thing we got the pop. I got out of those IWM SPY Q calls. But the IYT, the DIA, the BA, the Apple, the GS, and the Amazon calls makes up for those three losers. So, that, you know, all together, it almost was a wash, all those trades. But it was worth a shot to step up and try to go long in these markets. So, but we are into some good support. And we'll go from there. I mean, guys, check it out. If you're new to the room right now, I can't show everything. But yeah, if you're a new member too, guys, on my website, I have a position sheet. Okay, I'm just going to show these right here. So when we retrace, guys, I'll try to, let me see if I could show these. All right, I'll show the Burlington, whatever. So I'm going to pull these in, guys. So check this out. So from 11:20, this is another good winning streak right here, guys. All right, so 54 to 74, whatever that, how many trades that is, okay? These are all swings for shares. We did some puts. We bought some calls here. Short shares, swing calls. We got calls. I got some more to add to here. A lot of the intraday stuff I don't put on here, but I'm probably going to start doing it. We have a lot of stuff out there. But check this out. So on 12/3, guys, we added all these trades here. So on 12/3, let's go back to the SPY. This is what we're trying to do here, guys. SPY's up 42 cents, guys. We're killing it. So those 250 options, guys, are at, actually came down a little bit. 280. So let's go to those trades, guys. So on 12/3, right here, we were adding shorts, guys. And then boom, we got out of a lot of them the other day, you know, slowly. But on 12/3, we added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades right there, guys. 7 trades my members could have taken and all for some nice profits, guys. You know, and then we have even a couple more up here, guys. The Vive, we got that one. AXP we covered. The Splunk, the Weekday, the Goose, we did that a couple times. AMD. We were in a Tesla trade. Can't show here. Let me hold on. You see the Burlington one. Hold on here. Yeah, I can't show everything. But then we had a couple more too, guys. Burlington, we're still in. We're in the driver's seat. It popped up today. This one was just a douche, to be honest with you. But we got some nice profits so far, and if it comes back up, we'll do it again. Then we had Twilio, the DIA. We had puts on those. We had a swing short on this one. I just took the profits on CLX. That one was another one that just wouldn't go down. So, I mean, from, you know, 11:27 until today, I mean, gosh, look at, I mean, we got winners, guys. So, you know, again, on the year, we're kicking ass, taking names. So that's one of the lists. So, guys, if you're a member, you have that list. So under StockBookie.com, go there and you have a position sheet. That's where all the trades are that I'm taking. A lot of the ones that we're doing intraday, I'm trying to add those and stuff. I'll start adding those there. VXX ended lower today. Oh, did it? Oh, yeah, look at that. Interesting. Well, we're up a little bit after hours. Nothing crazy, but we'll see. We'll see if this John, technical Facebook on daily is a long channel for some time to draw a fib. What pivots would you use to correctly draw a fib on Facebook? All right, so Facebook, I go to the weekly because we're getting hammered right now. I'm going to clear off everything on Facebook. All right, remember we hit this MA. That's why we were bouncing here, okay? So we get the bounce here, we come back in. On this one, you know, we're looking at the bigger time frame. So I'm going to take, we know this was a retrace here, and this is where we took off. So this is where I'm going to put my first fib, just to see. This is the weekly chart, though, guys. God, SPY's coming right back in, guys. Oh, getting ugly. All right, so let's see from that latest one, the 750 was at 139. Look at that. So we got above it, closed, and then on the next weekly came right back down. So that's weak right now on Facebook, guys. We hit our first target, which was the 200 MA. So now, since that retrace is pretty much over, we retraced almost to the bottom. So at that point, you're going to take this here. You're going to have a gap fill right here. So right around this level, that's your next area of really good support, okay? I'm going to go to the monthly now. These are bigger time frames, guys. I mean, see that big pivot here, guys? That's huge. That's huge with a capital U. Next one, I'm looking for this pivot, for that pivot. I'm going to take it from this low just to see where we're at. And I'm going to say, all right, let's take it from this to the last high. This one hit the 618. Good bounce here. Great support down in here. So that was another reason why, you take that with a call position, to try to ride that one up. Markets are weak, so we got a short-term retrace, led to more selling. This was a high flyer at 1.2. So that was the next area here. I'd even go to this pivot on this one just to go, okay, what else is around this area? Just to see. So see how they didn't shift too much? So the 618 is perfect area for the bounce. Now, if you shifted to this one here, you're just looking for more areas where you can have a consistent bounce. This one here, next area would be right here around 121. Still great support at the 50 MA on the monthly, but doesn't mean we can go, just go right back down and come pop right back up. So that's how you got to play these, especially with the bigger time frames, and just try to find areas for a bounce. I mean, you can also just go back to the all-time lows just to see where are we from the all-time lows. 382, next big, yes, look at it, next big area is around 114. So it's not really about finding the correct pivot. It's about looking at different pivots as well to say, hey, where can this thing actually bounce? If you end up having this area right here and say you're going to retrade here, let's do this. So we know this is going to be a good bounce area right here around 114.89. So if we take the pivot here on the monthly and go up, we know we have support at 121.88. So I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna say, all right, we know the 750 coming from that pivot there. We got some support down here as well. I'm gonna take this same one. I'm gonna stretch it a little bit lower. Now we know we have support here at 127 and 108. So somewhere in this area from these pivots, from that pivot low, this pivot low, somewhere in here we're going to start stalling out unless this thing goes sideways another couple months and then starts breaking down and the markets break down. We're going negative again on the SPY, guys. Unbelievable. So that's where so you got to find different areas. So we go back to, say, the weekly now. Okay? We know from this point, we know those are pretty good pivots. So we know right there is going to be a big area, 127. If that cracks, next big area, 122. If that gives out, then you're going into this. So you're really lining up these Fibonacci levels to just give you some more support areas off of different pivot areas. Intraday is even a little bit different. I mean, you can even take this pivot area right here if you wanted to, right here. That's not bad because this is pivot. We retrace and went back up. So now we have the 618 at 117. So that's another good area. So if this thing comes straight down into this 114, 115 area, you got a good chance it's going to bounce. If it doesn't make it through that area, then you just got to give up and then let it fall, basically. Damn, guys, we're 40 cents down on the SPY. We're just getting freaking killed. Crap. Oh my gosh. Well, that's okay though. What are you going to do? But right now we're in pretty good support here with the weekly and everything. But man, we've been chopping around for a couple weeks now. You get more weeks of chopping around below the MAs. This could be setting up for lower prices. So again, if we get any retrace, we'll be shorting into the retrace. God, no Christmas rally this year, guys. Christmas dump. Yeah, the Christmas crash. You got it. Yeah, no problem, bud. I mean, I've got 11 years in doing this crap, guys. I mean, it's not something you're going to learn in one day, but, and that's why I like the SPY, the short-term stuff. God, where are we right now? Gosh, we're 38 cents down, so we're going right back down. But again, we got to hold this 250 area. If we hold it, then we could possibly, start pushing higher maybe. We will have to see what happens. All right, guys, I'm going to end this one now. Yeah, it's man, I'm still pissed that we missed this. I still can't believe they didn't retrace this thing more. And that's kind of what they're doing. And then, if we would have took this trade here, man, I mean, it wasn't bad. I got to look at this. I thought for sure we'd get back into here. Kind of see what they're doing. Boom, boom, Boom. And it's like, all right, we caught this area now. They're starting to drive it up, but this is where they got more bulls on board pretty much, and they're just flushing them again. So let's see if we hold those areas long term. The establishment will crash the market around. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, and that's what we're trying to catch. No, it looks like no Christmas rally at this point, guys. Maybe we get something next week after Christmas, going into New Year's, maybe. So, you know, we're in a couple positions out to January, some calls. Follow stocks, follow the SPY. You don't. Why don't you just trade the SPY day in and day out? Oh, we do. We do SPY trades. But, you know, I was taking, we were playing a lot of the high flyers, man. That's what we were doing. We were playing the ones like O'Reilly. We were shorting this one. Okay, if you look at monthly charts, these are a lot of the trades we've been taking. O'Reilly's, which is still ripe. Markets come in, this thing's going to bomb. So we're still short that one. What are some other ones? Starbucks. That's another one pushing up. And then finally it's starting to slowly grind lower. You know, these are tough. You know, everyone likes Starbucks. Everyone likes the KOs. What were some other ones? McDonald's. That one's slowly grinding, but another high flyer, just ripping, you know, just keeps going. Kind of gets a pop, comes in, gets a pop. Slowly starting to come in on that one. We did Mealy. That was another one. What was some of the, gosh, ones that we can really... what does it mean when they say capitulation hasn't been reached? That's when you get I keep reading that once capitulation happens. You want to see here, this is a perfect scenario when we missed a Facebook trade today. And man, one more candle I was looking at and it just couldn't catch it. This is when you get massive volume in a candle and you're into some good support. 133.50 was support on here. And this is where we should have added more. We tried to get in a trade. They flushed it. We got out, took a loss. This was the area right here, knowing now. I mean, look at this short-term bounce about. But when you get a massive volume candle like this, that, you know, you have some pretty good selling here, and then you get this one big push, that you know, into a good support level, you know this thing's going to come back and turn around. With the markets dumping, I almost went back into here, but I was like, you know what? I lost on this trade once. I'm not doing it again, because honestly, they could have flushed Facebook down to 130 easily. So that's what you're looking for on the SPY. So let's go back to the SPY. But do you see that candle, Natalie? That big bad boy right there? But usually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more candle I would have added. I would have went in this trade again. I just couldn't do it here. But I know seeing this one here that it was bound for a little bit of a retrace. And look at that. Even if we held here, we would have been getting our ass kicked, but we could have actually got out at a break even and even a little bit of a profit. You know, now that you see this, but you know what? Oh, well, I took the loss. It wasn't a big trade. When I take these trades during intraday, guys, especially in markets like this, I go small. So yeah, so you got this one here. Now look at the SPY. You're starting to get some, but not a big one, but we're into some support. So you got to start possibly stepping up. You're not getting that big candle. Now, if we would have had 300 million, I mean, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. Yesterday we had 127. Today we have 210 million. I'm thinking more of the 300 million, but again, this could be it. You know, but it's still not massive. I mean, look at this bottom right here. This one had 82 million. And then we got the reversal, quick reversal, then right back down. You start getting some heavy volume. I mean, we got heavy volume. So if we get more tomorrow, we'll have to look at this and maybe do some more calls. We'll have to see. These are crazy markets right now. Does that push idea work in reverse? Oh, yeah. If you're going up into an area and you got, you know, on it more, you know, like this, you start floating like this. But you know, on a selling case, yes. On an intraday case, yes. So say you're pushing up into an area. I mean, this is a bad example because we got all this volume here. Say you're pushing up into an area and this thing's chugging. All of a sudden you're getting more and more volume pushing it up. You know that area is, you know, if you have a good resistance area, you know that could be the last push up into that area for a nice little pullback. Depending on what time frame you're playing. I know that's my mom. It should. Hold on, guys. Hello? Hello? Nope. Nobody. But yeah, so that's what we're looking for as well. But a lot of times you won't, you'll get it, but we'll see. I mean, 250 is the area right here. The IWM was the other one. So yeah, but both areas going both ways, and that's something when we start doing more private sessions, guys, we'll be looking at that stuff. Wow, we never even made it to the 200 MA on an intraday basis. Look at that though, came right up and they just dumped it. Sell the news event, guys. Didn't even matter. I think if he would have, either way, I think it would have dumped. Was it Granny Yellen? Yeah, exactly. No Yellen today. But man, Facebook at the lows. Gosh, at least a couple of these names closed above the lows. Man, just an ass kicking, guys. Can't wait for those private sessions, Boogie. Yeah, we'll go over a lot of stuff. What I look for. I do time counts, stuff like this. Well, even on this one, intraday, you get 3 big candles into a good support area. You got to step up. Markets these are different situations right now, guys. Selling was on, and again, if you can't handle getting your ass whooped in these markets, don't trade. Period. You got a small account, don't trade. Just because we had 20 winners in a row doesn't mean the next 20 are going to be losers. Just the way it is. It sucks. I hate losing, like I said, but it's part of the game, and that's why if you're going to lose, just got to go small. We're in these puts for tomorrow. We're stuck in them now, guys, or at least I am on the 255s. Kind of need a Christmas miracle. We're going off at 55 cents. We didn't make money on the first one, and then we got in again. Gosh. Could have waited a little bit, but I mean, man, they're just taking it to the house, to the woodshed. Sitting on my hands for the most part. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try to I'm gonna see about during the week doing it after hours where we could look at stuff and then maybe do it for an hour, a quick session. We'll go over a couple trades and just show you guys some more stuff. So anything about calls or puts will be helpful. I only know how to buy and sell stocks, but have no idea about calls or puts. Bobby, talk to your broker, get that all set up where you can buy puts and calls, and then go from there. Are you a member, Bobby? I'm not sure if you are. I want to learn about the time decay. Yeah, you know what? I with options, I'm not. I know how to buy them and sell them and make money, but with time decay, the only thing I know about that, if just like the high flyers, Natalie, the only reason we're going out, further on the, say the O'Reillys or the AutoZones or the Starbucks or the MCD, because that will give us less time decay. If you go out 4 months on an option, the decay isn't going to be as bad. If you go 2 days out of the option, you're going to get your ass kicked on this stuff. So, the further you go out on options, the less they move. That's why, on these trades, we're trying to go, a couple days out on options. We're trying to get quick in and out trades. But now if these calls, in the SPY, if the SPY goes down $1 tomorrow, we're going to get killed. If we were out a little bit further, it's going to help the matter. Just like the calls we got today. You remember, Natalie, on those 2 that we bought, a half hour ago. I don't want to really say the names, but on those, we went a little bit further on those, January's, because to buy us a little bit of time. I know we're in pretty good support right now, especially the IWM. So you got to step up with some other stocks or stocks in general to say, hey, what others are in some good support? Even Amazon. I almost did something with Amazon, but the calls are so expensive. I don't want to put someone in a $2,000 option and it goes to zero. You can always go a little bit further out. Amazon's a beast. You got to have a decent size account to handle that one. So I'm trying to keep the other trades small enough to where everyone can get them. I'd still like to have a little more juice on them or a little more premium in these things. Because once you start buying options at $1, $1.50, $2, they better work out quickly. And if they don't, they just freaking fall to zero. They just get clobbered. So again, if you can't handle losses, like Natalie, you're sitting on your hands, just do that. That's what you got to do. Not because I believe me, I want to take trades. I want to make money, but I had such a great year for me to just, give. I've seen traders have a hell of a year and the last month they give it all back. I don't want to do that. That's why I'm just taking small positions, hopping on, trying to do some intraday stuff. And that's about it, guys, right now. So And the intraday stuff's a little bit tough too. John, by trading mostly stocks, I guess you don't worry much about the Greeks like Delta. Yeah, exactly. You got it. That doesn't bother me too much. I mean, if I'm even when I'm in these positions buying calls, I don't really, I know if I'm going to buy these 250 calls today, I know they can go to zero. I'm putting some major risk on with being out 2 days until they expire. I'm not doing a $50,000 position, period. I mean, you could, but you got to be willing to risk 50G. I'm not willing to risk 50 grand. At this point in December, I'm a cheap ass. I'm willing to risk maybe a grand, maybe two at the most. So, and then the MU and the FedEx, bought the contracts on those two. They went south, and it's just like, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. They went south. That sucks ass. Lost money on those. But again, I got to think, all right, I'm at the casino. Those are 50-50 shots. I know my risk. So I go small positions on those. That's why I tell my, you members, if you can't take that risk, don't take those trades. They're 50-50. They could have easily went up. They tanked. And now looking at the chart, especially FedEx, it's like, I'm long shares on those too, getting killed. That's why at this point, guys, you know what? I'm done. It's just like, just settle down. I know I got a bunch of members. They're paying me, but it's like, you know what? I can't change my trading style because people want trades. I just can't. And if I don't have another trade for the rest of the year, so be it. I'm just seeing, not seeing too much. We're trying to go counter grain with these calls. So far, the 9 we took the other day, they went okay. The BA made the most money, but it was kind of a big wash. It's kind of like, that was great. But if we had that huge bounce, it would have been awesome. Still took profits, but it's just like, damn. After all those years of rallying, we couldn't even get a 2-day rally. Jesus, that tells me it's bad out there, guys. So even these counter trades, guys, if you don't want to do them, don't do them. I'm doing them because I know my risk, and I will drill you guys and grind you guys about taking risk and all that stuff, guys. You just, if you can't handle the risk, don't take the trade. Yeah, recession, maybe, brother. Maybe, yeah. Pulled very risky move buying Amazon calls at the close. Yeah, Finra, you know what? I mean, if you're kicking ass this year, take the risk, man. You almost have to, especially coming into all these support areas on the on the indexes. Well, even look at the Qs, guys. And this is where we're trying to line everything up. In this market, it really means shit right now. Trying to line up some support areas. Here it is, 153.92. We retraced, came down pretty quickly. I'm going to look at these. Watch for the video tonight, guys. I mean, look at this too, guys. Here's that channel. Back in the lower range. And at support coming from this pivot. I mean, it's not like we're just taking stabs and just going, I'm going long. We're buying on support, but support, and next thing you know, we're just drilling downwards. We still have support at 150. At 150, I'll step up again. That's what I'm going to have to do as a trader, guys. You come in, you get a retrace and a slam down into a pretty good area, and you're in this channel, you got to step up on some trades. I hate pumping them out there, guys. And I'm willing to take trades without saying anything because I honestly don't want to put you guys at risk. Because I'll get the email, dude, I'm getting my ass kicked. It's like, all right, time out. What are you getting your ass kicked on? I bought Amazon calls and you told us to buy it, and da 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 da, and it's like, oh my God, yeah, anyway, I just got an email from the who. Yeah. So, but you know what? Is it? Let's look at Amazon though. Well, let's look at the DIA again. Good support at 233. Got to start stepping up, guys. This is it. I mean, unfortunately, we got some gaps down here, but man. Got to take some risk. And now we're stretched from the 20 MA. You start stretching from that. You gotta put something on. Do we get slammed? Maybe. Just make sure you're not getting you're not all in. Please. So yeah, but let's see. Yeah, the Amazon one you found last week was amazing. I didn't get in time, but it was great. Yeah, but let's look at Amazon for AMZN. Amazon. This is another one, guys. We're holding. We filled the gap today, but it's holding the 15. Right about the 1500 even number. We're not holding it, but we're still above this pivot. We're still above that pivot, and we didn't we didn't go below 1475. So that's not bad right here. Let's go to the weekly. You know, you're still taking huge risks in these markets, guys. We're following the weekly. If we close down here on the weekly at 1418, you got to get the hell out of these, out of everything. If you're in any of these call positions, we took a couple more today, you got to get the hell out. But you get a slap back, right back down, that's ugly action, but you're still holding these areas. Look at Apple. Apple, you're still holding this. I mean, barely holding that 160.72, but you are. That's a huge area. As a retrace 100% to this area, market's weak. It's going lower. We're going to 141. And, you know, it's not going to go straight down. We still have a gap fill here around 156 and then 150 and then 141. But as a technical guy, I got to step up. And I'm going to on certain things. There might be some trades I don't give you. But, you know, if you're willing to take risk, you know, I'll give you everything I got, knowing that, hey, you know, you don't want to give everything back. I've seen traders just get flipping their head handed to them, you know, down 200, 300, 400 grand in a day. And they're going, oh, my gosh. You know, guys I've traded with in trading rooms. Holy crap. And they're averaging in. It's like, dude, you stop already. Stop. Man, 10% total position in any trade. Handle your losses. Just like FedEx. Unfortunately, I'm in a 10% trade in this one. Actually, Alex, it's not. But for my max, it's my max position on here in any trades. I could go a lot larger, but I've learned in the past, if I'm going to go in any trades, you know, say my max trade, my 10% trade's 100 grand. I got $1 million account. Okay, I'll go in with 50. I don't want to risk that 10%. It's 100 grand in a trade's a big account or a big trade, guys. If I go in with 50 grand, it's a little bit better, but I'm still going to play it like a 10% position. So it's still smaller. So I know my stop out's going to be right. I don't want to take it to 145, but I'm going to, you know, if it surpasses 158, I'm probably just going to have to exit. That's the next pretty big area for a bounce. But you get 3 big down days like this, you got to start looking for bounce areas in this. You know, here was a great area too, 167.93. We had a gap fill at 174.55. You had this consolidation with the retrace, good support. Markets were weak. This had bad earnings tanking, but look at the volume starting to really pick up here. So that could be some capitulation, Natalie. So yeah, no, I know, but man, you know, I love trading, guys. I hate putting trades out there and then the markets are dumping. And then it's like, why didn't I buy puts? You know, but again, you know, when they announced, guys, you know, you saw they were driving it up into the announcement and they just dump it. It's just like, oh my gosh. And you know, the last 500 times of the Fed, we just shoot straight up to new all-time highs. And now every Fed, they're just dumping it. It's pretty amazing, guys, the action. So let's see here. What else? I hear you. Makes sense. Yeah. Recession, possibly. It ain't over till it's over. You got it. Agreed. If it really tanks, we have some volatility, calls on the VXX for safety net. Maybe with that. I'd rather just sit and watch. And at that point, guys, like today, probably would have been better off just taking off, you know, just taking off for the day and going golfing or something and coming back. Sometimes it's better. Just leave. Go take a shower. Go see some family. Go get some work done. You know, that's what you got to do. CCIH, was it Alpha stock today? Did they have earnings or something? Yeah, this said nothing. This is up on news or some crap. That's a nice move though, 29%. Yeah, I don't play these at all. That's high risk trade. If you trade those, you just go small positions to lessen the beat down. Damn, you give us way too plenty trades to go by. I can't even keep up. Yeah, no, I do, and you kind of got to pick your own trades as I'm throwing them out there. Hi, John. How you doing, man? Crazy volatility session today. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I lost on Facebook today. That got me, and it was really the second area. And right when they had that last candle right here, I was like, Chuck, clock. Like I said to my kids, clock you. Right when I saw that, it was like, oh my gosh. And I went in a pretty decent sized position, and I was just like, oh, I got to get out of this thing. If I went smaller, if I did like 500 shares on this, I would have added down here. I went 1,000 shares in this, got my ass roasted, and that's why I was like, get me out of this thing. But thank God I get out. Then it came right back, of course. Could have had a break even. But I know my risk, guys. You know, 1,000 shares, I was like in and out. I was like, oh my God, this thing's taking me to the house now. So, but whatever. You know what? Won't be telling my wife that. Let's put it that way. So, my targets look like, yeah, 238. Let me tell you guys, SPY target on 4 and 4. You know, we should have went long-term puts and just held them. I got 153, guys, when it's all said and done. Right now, about 232, and it's getting there, guys. But without bounces, maybe. I still think we get retraces for what we'll be doing. Every retrace will be shortened again. Wow, SPY's down $1 now, guys. Holy shit. They're just kicking it. If you're long in any positions, guys, just freaking be very, very careful. They're having no mercy at that. We might even get a flipping flash crash into the Christmas holiday. Holy crap. Government shutdown, raising rates. Crap, guys. I can't believe we're missing this downside right now. I mean, we still have some shorts out there, but my God, we should be. They're just not giving us an entry. I can't short. I can't short on. I mean, this, yeah, after the fact. But you know, if we would have went up a little higher, I would have been looking at this pivot here, 260. They didn't give us anything today. Nothing. And this 258, that's not. Here, let's pull that out. I mean, this would have been the next area when they dumped it last time, right there. Just couldn't make it. Even 200 MA right here, just couldn't do it. And then we were in call. So if this thing was, well, not here, we sold them all here. But if you were in calls, you know, this thing's going up. This would have been the area to dump them. Then maybe go short. Wow, $1.10 down, giving us the Merry Christmas F. Yeah, F you. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, IW on touching 133, and that's why, you know, if you remember, you know what we did here. But again, it's the weekly chart. You know, we called that one, guys. Look at my videos. We've been calling that for a while. Once we got down in here, it said 134. That's where we'll be stepping up. And now it looks like we're going to be getting hammered again. Holy crap. Yeah, guys, next area is like 124, and you got a gap fill here too. So if you're in if you're in the position here with me, we'll be looking for a little bit lower too as well. But as a technician, guys, you got it. This is where you got to enter. Remember, weekly chart. We could flush a little bit more and then get the rally. So that's something, you know, that's something to look for. We're going to see a bloody Christmas. My God, this is getting more ugly. Yeah. You know, at least I'm trying to keep you guys safe, trying to keep you guys out of positions, because this is where, you know, God, could you imagine the people who would keep buying the dip, guys? My gosh. NVIDIA too, guys. Unbelievable. Let's look at NVIDIA. Man, if we get, oh my gosh, 118 weekly chart. Look at that. And it might actually come in. Right now, I'm the #1 contrarian on StockBookie. Oh man, damn it though! And they didn't give us a retrace. I'm shocked. Yeah, but look at, you know how many people are trying to buy this, guys? Thank God we're not. That even Apple, guys. I mean, you know what we did today, guys. But you know, I mean, I guess, you know, just the small positions, guys. 116 down on the SPY now. Jesus. If Bitcoin drops from the positions, watch out. Yeah, exactly. I think Bitcoin's a part of this too, guys. Everyone's going broke with Bitcoin. Losing so much money since I signed up. Yeah, Natalie. Yeah, because a lot of you guys, you know, and a lot of people out there, they'd be trying to go long right now. Natalie too. We talked about her long positions. It's like, shit, just cut them at this point. You know, that's why when time's up, it's up, guys. I'm just steaming right now that they didn't give us a retrace. They're taking out the bulls and not giving us short guys an opportunity. Damn, though. That was it. Oh my God, could you imagine though? When we shorted this thing with the, oh my gosh, you know, let's take a look at that. I hate going back, guys. But we had We had some December. Did we have December? No, we went out a little bit further. Imagine if we would have put the puts here and just held them. Jesus. So that was on 12-3. Let's just look at that. You know, and this is some options. And I've only been trading options for a couple of years, guys. I'm a shares guy. I'm a shares trader because I got the account to do it. I don't need to take calls. That's why when I do these puts and calls, I mean, I do some big ass nasty positions sometimes for some nice cash, but usually I just go small. But let's see. So December, I just want to see here. So if you would have bought puts, just to say, I mean, say even like 265s when this thing was at 280. December, let's see, 265, December 21st, and on the 3rd here. And remember, we shorted a bunch of stocks right here, and we could have easily bought a bunch of puts right here. I mean, now after the fact, like always, you know, always easier to see. But say if we would have bought 265s, thinking, hey, if this thing comes right back down to 265, boom, I mean, we would have been out of them. But let's just see. You know, and this is something we're going to do in live sessions too. You know, just and it helps me too to look at this stuff. So on December, you know, even I think there was a couple members saying, hey, can we buy some long-term puts just to hold? Yeah, oh my God. So on 12-3, guys, 12-3 right here, when we were actually buying puts on the retrace, the December 21st 265 puts were 69 cents. They hit 15.55 today, guys. My God. And here too, the same shit. Man, they couldn't give us one little bit of a retrace. Son of a bitch. Banks are failing. It's all. Now they're talking. Europe's imploding. Markets go higher and lower than you ever expect. No, we've been talking 250 for a while. This last pivot right here, 253, 254. We've been talking about the IWM. This one, go back to my videos if you remember. We've been talking about 133 for a long time. But never in, you know, even these options. Look at that, 69-cent options are 15.55. Wow. Maybe we should start buying some of these long-term ones. Well, even the guys are going out on those puts a couple months. You know, with these high flyers, they're starting to come in too. Heading out. I lost a good amount today on calls. Whatever going here. Hold on, market go high. Yep, Natalie, I totally agree. For me as well. Banks trying to rally. I'm heading out. Lost a good amount today on calls. Going to nothing. It's part of the game. Have a great day, buddy. Yep, Brian, have a good one, bud. Yeah, those spec plays, Brian. Don't play them if you can't handle them. I reversed my position on AMD. Tried to buy the dip and lost 500. So down from. Oh gosh. Yeah, see, getting cute. You can't do that. I'm a shares trader also in the UK. Options aren't that big. I really like my high yield dividend stocks ATM now. Okay. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, guys. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, those are tough, especially the FedEx. Man, if we would have bought puts on those would have cranked. But let's look at these. I mean, even look at this one here, guys. So we retrace up again, December 3rd. So if we would have bought, and that one, I would have probably went with like one right in. Gosh, where's the next area? Yeah, right about there. So right around the 142s. So let's look at the 142 puts right now. Yeah, these things chopped around a little bit more. But looking at the 142s on December 3rd, God, they were 21 cents. They hit a high today of 8.59. Damn. I got to breathe on these guys. Holy crap. Damn it, we're missing some of these moves. But you know what? Can't catch them all. So 250, guys, watch for that. We're at 250.34 right now. My gosh. Bought straddle this morning, now in the green, expecting a big move. Just don't know which way it's going. Yeah, right, man? Oh, my gosh. What? Turbo, we're in the support on a lot of different stocks. We can bounce here. Let's look at, gosh, what else can we look at? Let's look at the IYT. We haven't looked at that one yet. IYT, man, God, everything's just getting murdered. Oh, look at the IYT too. Look at the IWM and the IYT. What do we talk about this one a lot? Look at that, guys. Hit my target. Holy crap. Wow. Going to have to put on some lipstick because I'm trying to get pretty cute for the close. Yeah, right? That's what I was telling people earlier, man. Don't get cute in these markets. Don't take big positions right now. Straddle so you don't get crushed without lube. Yeah. Because what, you take your risk off on that, right? You know what you're going to lose. Well, it's like buying an option too, right? A straddle. Oh, wow. Tilray right now. Squeezer news. Oh, no. Are you serious? We're in some options in that one still, too, just getting murdered. Oh, my gosh. It's getting some news. See, in that one, we played an option on earnings, and we got murdered. No, I think we did this out. Hold on. Nope, won't be doing anything with that one. Look at that. It is Options X, though, guys. I was like, oh, wait, did we go January? Nah, we did December 21st. And now we're getting the bounce. Awesome. Yeah, it is Option X, though. Those guys on Stock Twits at Option Pros are talking about the EF and their levels, saying everything going lower if we broke Feb lows. Can you elaborate? Well, right now, we follow the weekly time frame. Okay, the Feb lows are over here. I gotta see the weekly close. Right now, it looks damn right. It looks damn well we're going lower, but this was on a daily close. If we close down here at down here on the weekly, it's still not over yet. We gotta have some follow through, kind of like this. We closed here. We closed here. We know that's a weak stance on the weekly because we closed below this red candle. If we close below this red candle, we're going to be weaker. But we are into this support here, so we're going to see. Right now, it looks like it's breaking down. We're down. Well, we're only down 64 cents now, so we're catching a bid. 250 is your next area for me, at least, and then 248.11 and 246.69. So weekly close, we could still bounce back up. So that's what I'm following, Natalie, at this point. Yeah, it looked like an ass kicking today on the SPY. Like, oh my gosh, we're going lower. But at this point, it's like, I got to see this weekly close. Because this one, just like here, it looked like it was going higher. And I was telling you, all right, guys, first step, we closed above this high. Okay, I want to see the following week close above this on the weekly close. And when we went up into this 20 MA and pulled back and closed down here, you know how many people went long here thinking that this was going to be a breakout? And we knew on the weekly close next week, we got to close up in here somewhere or even above the 20 MA, and we could possibly go higher prices. What did this thing do? It hit resistance, came right back in. So that's why on this one, we close down here on the weekly, we're most likely going to go to test 234. If we get back above the 250, then we got to look for pattern and chopping and see if we chop around. That's what we're kind of be looking for. So yeah, that's why we're doing this weekly close stuff, because this intraday action, this daily stuff, you just can't, it's hard to follow. Today, everyone's going short right now. Oh my God, you got to short the markets. Death is coming. And that's when, we could possibly get a squeeze. We get a squeeze, maybe. We'll see. Not, I'm just sitting on my hands for now, pretty much on all the way out until the new year, guys. So yeah, so that's what you got to pretty much do. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking at. You watch my videos, Natalie. I know you're a member. That's what we're waiting for. Yeah, it looks ugly right here, but who's to say we can't pop up, get a full reversal, and start moving up again? Kind of like here. Kind of like when we're breaking down here, it was like, oh my gosh, we're hitting these levels. Let's see next week if we close lower. They popped this thing up and went straight back up. Did the same thing here. Now we got 3 candles, 3 weeks down. That's a big one too for me into some pretty big support. And the other wild card is the IWM and even the IYT into support. Took Australia yesterday on MU, made 188% on the put this morning, but my call is now in flames. Yeah, 118%. Hey, take it. 118%, man. Great day. I have a feeling PJ Boy's going to pass the shed and drown us in the creek. Yeah, possibly, man. Yeah, that MU was pumped this morning and dumped again. Yeah, I mean, I've been telling you guys, every uptick they're just dumping, guys. Out of the money calls paired with out of the money puts on the SPY 259 and 251. You make more money on than you lose on the other side. Okay. Turbo, are you a member here, bud? I don't know if you're in here. Hedge funds will continue deleveraging, and the public will start redemption selling. Yeah, selling exactly. Yeah, you know, it's the institutional money and hedge funds. They've been distributing for a while now. These guys don't mess around. Are you a member, Turbo? Good. When we go into these live sessions, guys, we'll go into this stuff. If you can help us out with these, with the money calls and the puts and all that, that would be great. My members are, I just don't do those, guys. I keep it simple. Again, I'm a shares trader. I buy puts and calls. I do short puts and calls as well. I do those as well. But for the most part, I don't get anything. I don't do anything fancy. So, yeah, guess that Tilray is news driven on a contract. Oh gosh. If you had a call, it might come back from the dead. Total of shit stock, but interesting parabolic case study. Yeah, no, it's not coming back. There's no way in hell it comes back, even with a $13 move. It's been zero for a while now. So, I mean, maybe if this thing shoots up a couple hundred like this one that day, maybe then. But yeah, hey, I guess you never know, right? Got my ass kicked today. Tomorrow's a new day. Yeah, totally. But again, guys, those spec trades here, I might stop giving those out. Because I tell everybody one contract and they end up doing a little bit more. They get excited because we hit a couple in a row, and then everyone's ooh yeah. But just think, guys, if you took the Adobe and took the Costco, then the FedEx and what did we take today? The MU. That's a wash. We had a good Amazon guess. We had a good Google guess. We had a couple more guesses that worked out real well. So at the end of the day, guys, all those spec plays, they're all doing pretty good still. Just sucks to get your ass kicked. That's it. Yeah. Tomorrow's a new day. Yeah, totally. God, and Facebook too. God, one more level. Again, I couldn't wait. That last candle, when I saw the volume, it was like, oh God, they didn't do it on this candle. Budge, even though gold dumped. Something isn't right in Europe. Yeah. Oh yeah. They're turbo something's up here. And all the ugly news is going to start coming out, and it's just going to be uglier after uglier, and then at that point we wait for a bounce, or retraces in this shorting again. Again, IWM, good support. IYT, good support. Those are the two you want support to hopefully start leading these markets higher. We still have 3 bars down in the good support. Will that save us? Possibly. We'll have to see. Yeah, and the people get butthurt when they lose. Yeah, they do. We are all in control of our own click fingers. Yeah. Well, just like Amazon yesterday. I got out of those finally today. I just got to the point. It was like, get me out of this stupid thing. I'm not going to hold it. I have, for my members, we added. It was about $1,000 or $1,200 position. If you can't lose that, then you can't take these Amazon calls or puts in that case. They're always $1,000. They're always $2,000. They're always $3,000. It's a hefty position, guys. But again, when it popped up yesterday, we were in average price of 460 or 469, I think it was. 469. When it popped over 5, I was like, just give me it. I'm done. I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. But even yesterday with those calls, they popped up. I told everyone, take them if you can't take the loss. They popped up again. Take them if you can't take the loss. It's a small gain, just like Apple too. I was like, get me out of Apple. I'm done. I can't. We had a decent trade on it, made some money. But if the IWM SPY and the Qs could crash, which they did, I mean, I pulled them off for like 50% losses. Not as bad as they would have been if I held, but still losses. It's just like, But guys, when I'm going long in a market that's flipping dumping, you got to sit on your hands. Hey guys, Amazon's coming back though, 92 cents up. SPY's only 50 cents down. Maybe we get some mercy tomorrow. But yeah, so that's what So again, guys, like Natalie sitting on the sideline, and maybe take if you have a $20,000 account, maybe take $1,000. And even $1,000's a big loss in that account. So you think when the SPY hits 234, it'll be a long-term bounce or a short-term bounce? I don't know, man. Vin, I don't know. We got to let the charts tell us what to do. Right now, who knows? I mean, we got to see. We're in we're in the good support now. If this cracks and the IWM and the IYT start leading the way down again, then we will be hitting these areas, guys. Yes, looks like it's flagging. Maybe. I can't. It's tough to trade the ES. ES looks like it's flagging. Let's take a look. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, there's really nothing to do right now. Let me pull the 10-minute up on that one. Yeah, oh yeah, you can make a case for a bear flag, sure, but you're into support. So we'll see if this crap holds. You know what? Let me pull up the SPX just to see what we're at here. I want to see where we closed. Weekly. Are we below the Feb? Yeah, so we are below that. From the fib, from this low to that high, we're in the 50% retrace. We did hit, remember when we hit this, we pulled back and then we broke out. So right here is good support as well. Right in this area. So did we kiss that today? 2488.96, 2488.78. God, we didn't kiss it. So, ooh, gosh, yeah, it'll be an interesting day tomorrow, guys. You know, again, you get consolidation here for weeks. You get some selling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks sideways. Big red bar. We talked about that could lead to lower prices, and it definitely did. But now it's all news driven, guys. It's not really has nothing to do with, you know, the markets. It's everything to do with the news now. We had no news, we'd probably be popping up going into the Christmas holiday. Damn though, guys, more ugly selling today. Shit. Could you see a pump overnight and a fade? Maybe. FINRA, they're pumping and dumping every damn day, man. MBD, nothing to do. Nice peaks and valleys. FAXX have gaps to fill. Let's look at CHK, and then we'll look at one more, and then I'm going to get out of here. I got to go get my kids. I got to eat. I haven't even eaten lunch yet, guys. It's 3 o'clock here. I've been doing a bunch of stuff today, and my gosh, this is like glued to here. See what's going on. Yeah, look at that. We talked about Chesapeake too. Said let this thing go lower. Right there. If it cracks through that, yeah, we talked about this one, and then we took the trend line from there. Yeah, I mean, next area, you know, this low right here. I don't even know if it's worthwhile at this point. Jeez, look at this thing. Low is $1.50. God, yeah, $2 and $1.50. Just be careful. You could play it as a spec play, as a bounce, but $1.50 is probably be your level. If the markets continue to dump, it's probably going lower. So just be careful with that one. I like what you're doing with trying to buy at the lows and stuff, but look at this. It's trying to buy at the lows, and it's still going lower, guys. God, just bleeding. It's getting there, though. Like capitulation, though. Like Natalie was saying, let's see if we could get one. See how we got the big bar there, and we got the bounce, and then it just led to more selling. So now what you're looking for is one of these guys. We almost got it on the SPY today, but I'd like this. We might dump one more time with more volume, and then they get everybody in it, guys. Appreciate you, Bookie. Love the streams. Only request would be more Becky Buffett and Uncle Jerome jokes. Yeah, Becky. Come here, Becky. We're going to do a special tomorrow, and I'm going to get dressed up for it like Santa. Right? But Warren, should I dress up as an elf? All right. Sure, Becky, and you could come sit on my lap. We'll go over the Apple and how I bought more. Yeah, because I am worth $90 billion. So I could buy more now. Shit like that. Hold on, guys. I'm choking here. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Damn. My throat's so dry. It's crazy. We have like 4% humidity out here. But yeah, but Becky, right? All right, sit on my lap. Watch for Buffett, though. I can't even talk right now. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Got all choked up there, guys. All right, I'm going to end that on this note, and that I can't talk, and I
keep trying. But yeah, just be careful in these markets, guys. Right now, we're down 51 cents. We are into some support, so we got to watch for that. Man, I had to get more water. Excuse me, guys. And just keep an eye on these markets. Watch for my nightly video. I'll go over some more stuff with that and then take it from there. Sorry about this, guys. Got all choked up with Becky and Warren. So maybe if I ended it with this voice, I could get through this. So, all right, guys. But yeah, I'm going to end it here. I got to go eat, go pick up my kids. Thanks again for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I am okay, just a dry throat, and I'll get through this. And thanks again for stopping by, guys. Thanks again for being members. Let's take a look at what we have tomorrow. We'll try to get a whole what am I looking for? Try to get a handle on these markets, guys. A little bit crazy, but watch for the video tonight, and we'll go from there. Again, thanks for stopping by. Really do appreciate it. God bless. See you on the charts.